Hi.
Are live. Yay.
Are we live?
Live.
Awesome.
Hello,
hey,
everyone. Look at all these people. It's so good to virtually see so many faces or names.
Hey, welcome. We're so excited to show you our new Summer 20 collection.
Everyone, as you're joining, tell us where you are and when your wedding is and all the little details about your wedding. We love to know who's here and who we're talking to.
Yes.
Love it.
So you guys will be doing a giveaway during the presentation where we're treating one lucky bridal party to free bridesmaids dresses. So Rachel, do you want to go over the quick rules and we'll just reiterate the show, I guess?
Yeah, exactly. We'll repeat it a couple times, but
hi, can you hear me?
We are going to be seeing a fashion presentation. As you know, that's why you're here. We're going to be seeing the Summer 2020 new collection from Birdy Grey. But before we get into it, we're going to do a little housekeeping, and we'll tell you about the giveaway a couple times to make sure everybody knows all the details. But after you see the presentation, we're going to ask you to comment your favorite style, which colors you love, and we're going to pick one commenter, like Gray said, to win bridesmaids dresses for your entire bridal party, which is so fun. And I saw the video yesterday, and it's amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So keep introducing yourself as you pop in. While you're doing that, I'm going to tell you a little bit of housekeeping. So we are at home just like all of you. And so we don't expect to have any issues with our internet. But if we have any problems, just bear with us because we are in the same boat as you. We all have our boyfriends and husbands and babies and dogs hanging out with us. So these are the times we're living in. There is a very slight normal delay in this platform. That's what helps the video be so crisp. So you are going to see us talking in a couple seconds delay. So just know that if you comment to tell us anything, that's how this works. In this platform, there's a chat and then there's a Q&A. So the chat is where you're introducing yourselves right now and telling us where you're from and all about your wedding. There's also a Q&A section. And that's where we want you to ask your questions that you want Grace and Monica to answer at the end, and you can also upvote. So we want to know what the most popular questions are so we can answer the things that you're dying to hear. So please post your questions there as well. And that's all for housekeeping, I think. Juliet, any housekeeping things I forgot?
I think we have a lot of new people who might not be familiar with LoveStories TV, so we can talk a little bit about what we are. We're the first and only video platform for weddings, which is really fun. Lots and lots of amazing wedding videos on LoveStoriesTV.com that will give you lots of ideas as you're planning. You can watch videos from all over the world that feature your favorite bridesmaids dress designers like Birdy Grey. You can search by venue. So we're excited to be partnering with Grace and Monica today from Birdy Grey. And we know that it's been a really tough time for everyone because of the health crisis. And first and foremost, we hope that you are all safe and sound right now. And we know that so many of you have had to adjust your wedding plans or be creative with your wedding plans. I know a lot of people are researching right now if they're engaged in planning. So we wanted to bring something really fun to you all today and give you a first peek at Birdy Grey's newest collection of bridesmaids dresses. Like Rachel said, we got a sneak peek yesterday. There are some amazing, amazing styles and colors in here today. So we are so excited to be here with all of you.
Yeah, we're so excited to show you the collection, you guys. We have 3 brand new styles launching in 3 new colors. So it's 9 styles total, and each there was a lot of intention put behind each style, and so we'll walk you through it during the presentation, but I'm so excited to show you guys.
We can't wait for you to see it. It's going to be amazing, and we're going to do introductions in 1 second. The last thing that we want to tell you before we really get started, now that everyone is in the platform, is to text your bridesmaids right now and tell them to join if they haven't, because the more of you that join, the more chances you will have to win the giveaway. And of course, you want your bridesmaids to see these dresses because we know you want their input. And we'll talk a little bit more about that during the Q&A section about exactly how to take input from bridesmaids and brides to get the style that you want. So let's get to it. Let's do some introductions. I am Rachel Silver. I'm the founder and CEO of LoveStories TV. I'm so excited to be here with Juliet, my colleague who runs brand partnerships at Love Stories.
Hi, everyone. Very excited to be here, like 5-time bridesmaid as well. So I'm a pro too.
27 dresses. But most importantly, we are joined by Grace and Monica, who are the founders of Birdy Grey. We're so excited.
Hey guys, I'm Grace. I'm the founder and CEO of Birdy Grey and a 6-time bridesmaid.
Wow, you win.
Yep. Actually, Monica beats me. Mon.
Yeah. Hi guys. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can. I'm Monica Ashauer. I am Grace's co-founder and the COO of Birdy Grey, and I have been a bridesmaid 7 times.
Wow.
Yeah, so Mon and I have often been bridesmaids together because we're best friends in weddings as well. So there's a lot of crossover there and shared experiences that we've had as bridesmaids, both fun and not so fun.
Yes, we've been in the trenches together day of and hungover the day after. So we
Exactly.
get it.
And I know that your experience being a bridesmaid together is part of why you guys decided to found Birdy Grey. So tell us a little bit about Birdy Grey. What is Birdy Grey and what's the story? How did you guys come to start this amazing bridesmaids dress company?
Yeah, so Birdy Grey is a direct-to-consumer bridesmaids dress company. All of our dresses are under $100, so they're $99 all across the board. We have now 18 core styles in 12 core colors, with more launching this summer. And our approach is very simple. We know that being a bridesmaid is really fun. I mean, I've been a bridesmaid 6 times, Mon 7 times. It's really fun and it's a huge honor, but shopping for the dress has historically been pretty painful. And so our goal is to change the way that people fundamentally shop for dresses, to take away a lot of those pain points, whether it's just too much choice, too many colors, like too much going on. And of course, the price point, which can often be a little cost prohibitive for something that you wear once. Our goal is to really simplify the process and make your lives a little easier so that you can, redirect those funds to an awesome bachelorette party or bridal shower that you want to have with your girls.
Speaking of bachelorette party, I know that you guys are launching some new products outside of bridesmaids dresses. Tell everyone a little bit about that.
So our summer collection also includes the fun stuff, is what we're calling it. And that's bridal shower, bachelorette party gifts, decor, and accessories. Things like, actually, I have some stuff here. Things like these really fun tiaras that you and the girls could wear when you're out, sashes, we have gifts, we have wine charms, just everything under the sun to make the fun part of being a bridesmaid even funner and more memorable. And we are slowly building up that category. You'll see a lot of it is up now, and we have more dropping throughout the summertime.
Amazing. We'll talk more about that in the Q&A after. I wish that we were all together in person and that you could give me one of those tiaras to wear.
No, right? I was so tempted to wear it for this show.
It's a big theme of mine. I always say I don't have any regrets from my wedding except not having a wedding video and maybe not wearing a tiara. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. But now, because of you guys, people can wear them at their bachelorette, so we're all covered.
Totally. It's all the headband. Someone asked me, like, what's the new sash or what's the new veil? I'm like, it's the sparkly headband. You're not going to be embarrassed wearing it out on the town. It kind of looks like diamonds in your hair. It's great. The most important thing to note with our new sort of fun stuff collection is that everything is very affordable, quite like our dresses. So you're not spending a huge fortune on this stuff. It's just really fun and light and really pretty. We like to call it delightfully affordable.
I love it. We are already getting comments. Kelly already said, I just looked through the fun stuff. It's so cute. So we
really pride ourselves on doing it like the Birdy Grey way, which is to say that it's at like a delightful price point, which is like, why does it have to be expensive otherwise? And it's like a wonderfully curated stuff that Grace and the team like picks out one by one. So I think it'll really kill at your bachelorette parties.
I love it. People are telling us someone just booked the house for their bachelorette party. Tell us in the comments where and when your bachelorette party is too. We want to know about the fun stuff. I think the wedding's fun too, but we want to know about all of it. And just a good reminder that you can click to Birdy Grey now and browse everything as well. But we really want you to watch the video. I think that's the best part. So maybe wait until after. So, okay, Grace and Monica, anything else that you want people to know about Birdy Grey before we talk about the new collection and what the video that everyone's about to see?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to say. I think, we get asked this all the time. We are probably known for selling bridesmaids dresses, but at the end of the day, we are in the business of celebrating friendships. Like, this company was founded by Mon and I, we're best friends. And, we're catering to an audience that is celebrating their own friendships. Like, being a bridesmaid is almost the biggest expression of a friendship. And so it's a really special time in your lives. And we're so excited to be a small part of it.
I love that. I think that that's true. I feel like sometimes, there's a lot of stress around weddings and it's a lot of pressure, but it really is, at the end of the day, it's like being asked to be a bridesmaid is like such an honor, and I love that you're making sure to remind people of that.
And they're like the unsung heroes of weddings. Undersung. We always talk about this. We had Grace and Monica on our podcast, Love Stories Radio, where we interview experts and share advice and give advice and answer questions from you guys. And, something we talk about a lot with bridesmaids is just how, like, your job is really to be like the hype girl. And there's so much that goes into that. Like, it's not an easy thing to do, but it's so important for just the whole vibe and everything about the wedding. So
totally. I always say, like, getting your ass on the dance floor is an actual bridesmaid duty. Totally.
1000%. And you know what? A fun bridesmaid makes a wedding, and it's easier to be fun when you love how you look. And so that's why bridesmaids dresses actually are extremely important. So talk about the new collection. We're about to see the video. Tell everyone a little bit about the inspiration and, what they can expect and what we need to know before we see it live in the video.
Yeah, so we tried to incorporate all the things. Overall, our approach to design is pretty simple. It's like, how does it fit, right? The fit is the number one thing, because when you're dressing a group, it kind of has to be universally flattering among like a lot of different body types and shapes, right? And so that's the first thing we consider. Another thing we consider is how comfortable is it? When you're a bridesmaid, you're wearing that dress from first thing in the morning to getting ready, all the way post midnight after the after party. And so comfort is a really big thing. We think a lot about breathability. How does it flow? And then boomerang ability, if that's even a word. Like, I test drive all of our samples. I make sure to wear it in my house. I'm sitting on my sofa just working in them, just to make sure that you can actually breathe in them. And so those are some of the factors that we consider. With this collection, we incorporated a lot of feedback from our customers, because the customer feedback loop is everything for us. It really does inform a lot of the decisions that we make, whether it's site experience, brand policies, or product development and design. And then finally, it kind of comes down to personal taste. I'm like, I would never sell a dress that I wouldn't wear myself in the wild, right? And so those are sort of the considerations that we took into this collection. We worked so hard on it, and I'm so excited to show you guys, because these three are kind of my new favorite pieces. It's all of our dresses in the collection. It's kind of like, they're like children. You can't pick a favorite, but these ones are really great additions. And what I love most is that there's something for everyone.
Yeah, I just wanted to also add, Grace, in addition to the things you mentioned, we obsess over color. So you'll see that we don't have like a million different shades of blue and pink on our site like some of the other websites. We try to be really curated, because it's really overwhelming, right, for your bridesmaids and if you're a bride to pick that right shade. So we are super selective about finding that perfect shade that's on trend, that's going to look really great with your florals, which photographs perfectly in sunlight or in evening, isn't see-through, like all of those things we obsess over. And then secondly, you'll notice in our collection, we have a lot of convertible styles. So again, back to the dressing thing, the optionality of being able to wear it different ways, even if it is the same dress, it just makes it so much easier for your girls to look a little different instead of feeling like they're all in the same uniform. And it's great value, right? Because it's like 3 dresses for one, or like a million dresses for one in some of our other convertibles.
Totally. One thing we found is optionality is what people are looking for. Even if they're only going to wear it one way and they're not going to switch it up, just having that optionality baked into the dress is key.
100%. We are already getting so many great questions. So guys, I just want to remind you that there is a chat section and a Q&A section. And so at the chat, that's where we want you to tell us about your wedding and your bachelorette. And after you see the video, that's where we want you to comment which style and color you're loving the most. That's how you're going to enter to win the giveaway. And the Q&A is where we want you to ask questions, and you can go in there and upvote other people's questions too, because we're getting so many questions, we might not get to all of them, and the more you upvote them, the more we can answer what you guys all want to know about. So without further ado, Grace and Monica, unless you have anything else you want to add, I think we can dive into the video.
No, let's get to it.
Okay. Very excited.
All right, so this is our LIN dress shown here in Sage. It's one of my favorite because it's so simple and modern. The thing that makes this dress extra special is the super simple sweetheart V neckline, but the side cutouts to show off a simple flash of skin. It's tasteful, not trashy, so it'll look appropriate in any wedding environment. It also comes with these adjustable straps so that you can optimize the fit. It's very slimming, it's very modern, it's kind of a newer direction for us. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, I think it's also, you could argue, the least kind of bridesmaidy of our collection, right? Because you could easily imagine like a guest wearing this dress because of that sort of evening wear cutout feature, but it's totally still appropriate and tasteful to be walking down the aisle with those types of cutouts.
Yeah, so it's shown here in Cabernet and to Mon's point. This it doesn't even look like a bridesmaid's dress. You can definitely wear this to a black tie event. You can wear it as a guest. It's so pretty. The back, you'll see the straps don't go straight down. It's kind of like a V, so it creates like this flattering effect. It's just really beautiful. I love it in Cabernet, and Cabernet is actually one of our most popular shades for fall weddings. So this is one you'll definitely want to consider for fall or winter. It's also made of chiffon, so it's really floaty, just really pretty.
We're getting so many comments. People are loving the pockets, which is
I love it. All of our dresses have pockets. Okay, you guys, this dress is probably my favorite. I'm actually wearing it right now. It's called our Devin convertible dress, shown here in navy. The best part is that it comes with detachable sleeves that button on and off. So you can wear it with the sleeves. You'll see that it's very soft, romantic, very feminine, almost formal. And then on the left is the exact same dress without the sleeves. See, you can just pop them off, and it kind of transforms the entire look of the dress. It's all of a sudden it becomes like a cami top, sort of simple V-neck dress. Both look great on the body. I'd say this is probably our most universally flattering dress on all body types.
Yeah, I would also say that it was my idea to do the detachable sleeve thing. That was like my one contribution to the design. So shout out to me. I was like, why don't we just pop it off?
Here, it's the same dress, Devin, shown in emerald. Emerald is probably my personal favorite color for a fall or winter wedding. As you can see, it's the exact same dress on very different body types, and it just looks amazing. It has sort of like a low dipping back. The draped off the shoulder sleeves just really hit at all the right places. We stress tested it so that you can move your arms even with the sleeves on. It's just gorgeous. And of course, the pockets. All of our dresses, except for one in the collection, come with pockets so that you can put like your lipstick, your speech, whatever you need, snacks. This is our Lynn and Devin dress, both in dark mauve. You'll see that they're really easy to mix and match. So this is Devin in dark mauve without the sleeves. Super modern and minimalistic. This is Lynn, the first look that you saw with the cutouts, also in dark mauve. They pair perfectly. Again, giving your bridesmaids that optionality. This is our new KAIA dress shown in Sage. Sage is our #1 most popular color. And as you can see, it is so floaty, very romantic, very soft. Actually, when you're walking, it almost looks like you're walking on air. I remember during our fittings, I would have the models like do rounds around the room just to make sure that we got that float just perfect. What's great about the dress is that it's made with a flattering V neckline, so you don't feel constricted in it. You definitely feel like you can move and breathe. Breathability was probably the biggest feature that we considered with this dress. It also has a slightly raised empire waist with a touch of elastic in the back.
The great thing about the cut of that dress is you can actually double it as a maternity dress because that slightly subtly higher empire waist and the elastic on the back and the extra fabric that makes it so beautiful when you walk down the aisle also cleverly hides your baby bump.
Yeah, it's great for early maternity. Probably wouldn't recommend for anyone 6 or 7 months pregnant, but definitely less than that. It totally doubles as a maternity dress. It's gorgeous. Or if you have food baby and you don't want to feel constricted in your dress, it's incredibly comfortable, flowy, airy, and just romantic. I love it.
And flattering on all body types, I would argue too.
Yeah. So KAIA and Cabernet, it's the exact same dress, but you'll see color really changes the vibe of the dress. Here it looks like rich and evening. It looks more like evening wear. Again, really gorgeous. I named it after my brand new niece, KAIA. But yeah, it's very wearable. I would say if there's one dress that's universally flattering on everyone, it would either be the Devin or this one. It just has really delicate movement. All right, so now we have our dresses from our core collection that are available in Curve. We dropped 20 plus dresses in Curve today from our core collection in new colors. This is our Grace Convertible. It's obviously my favorite. I named it after myself, but it comes with 2 extra long front streamers so that you can switch up the neckline of the dress and wear it a million different ways. The most classic way is strapless. This is like such a classic bridesmaid look to me, but then you can also switch it up so that you can do like a one shoulder. There's a halter coming up. It's really easy to mix and match your bridesmaids if you just have them pick the dress and then switch up the neckline in the way that they want to wear it.
Yeah, this is one of our tried and true heroes, and we get rave reviews from everybody who wears it.
Yes. Now we have our KIKO dress in pale blush, which is a really beautiful Grecian neckline. It's made of stretch mesh and it's really flowy. I feel like there's always one girl in the bridal party that loves this neckline, and it's super flattering. Great support if you have a larger chest as well.
The Elsie dress also, the one that we're going to show on the right, you can notice that it has cutouts as well. So that's the other dress in our collection that has cutouts. And that one is actually, they're really strategically placed. So they are absolutely flattering and kind of makes you look curvy in all the right places without being too much.
Yeah.
It's also like really supportive too. You don't have to wear a bra with that dress, which I love.
Yeah. So this is our Spence convertible dress. It's probably one of our most popular in the collection. It's off the shoulder, similar to the Devin, but it actually comes with boning. So you can wear it with the straps to show more support or without for just like a really soft and romantic look on the left. These 2 colors together, dusty blue and sage, are great for mix and match if you're going for like a cooler palette. It's just really a gorgeous dress. And then pockets, of course. It's made of chiffon.
The other difference between that and the Devin is that there's some pleating on the front of this dress, whereas the one we showed earlier, the Devin does not have that pleating, and the sleeves are not detached.
Yeah, so this is our GWENNIE dress. It's shown here in dusty blue and silver, another great color combination if you're looking to mix and match. What I love about this dress is that it's just very minimal and sleek. It has a slight blues on top, so the top actually looks like it's tucked into the skirt when it's really not. It's one piece. And it has a slightly raised waist, so it's really flattering to your silhouette. And again, it's spun of chiffon, so it has that beautiful flow.
So beautiful. I love that color combination too.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I mean,
finally, we have our Jane convertible dress and Jules dress in Cabernet. This is Jules. She has a ruffled halter neckline. It's just kind of one of those, it's like a classic bridesmaid's dress. It's very pretty. I often see, we don't really see that many people do all the same dress in one bridal party, but with these 2 dresses, they often do all Jules or all Jane. This is Jane. She's super flattering. She comes with cold shoulder cutout, but she's a convertible. So you can also wear her with spaghetti straps. So what you do is you tuck the sleeves underneath and it kind of transforms the neckline, but it's still great for mix and match. Just a really pretty dress. Very flattering on all body types as well. And that's it.
Yay! So beautiful. I remember last year, Grace and Monica, when we were at the Plaza Hotel.
Yes.
Dresses, and we did a fun Snapchat story about it. I got into one of your dresses. I think it was the one that had mesh.
Yeah, you were Elsie, I remembered.
Yes, and it was the most comfortable bridesmaid's dress I've literally ever worn.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to take this home with me and stay in this for the rest of the day.
Well,
Totally.
I was comfortable, and I was like, how pregnant was I when I put on this?
Pretty pregnant.
I was 100 months pregnant, and I actually thought I looked really good, and it was comfortable. So I'm telling you, like, these are comfortable. All of you probably just saw a pop-up for the 10% off code. So these dresses are live now, and you can use this code to shop. We have so many questions. I'm really excited to dive into them. Grace Monica, are you ready to answer questions, or is there anything else you want to say before we dive in?
Yeah, I will say, I'm not sure if I'm seeing the right pop-up, but the promo code isn't on there. The promo code, if it's not on there, it's Birdy Loves Summer, plural, Loves Summer, so that you can get 10% off. And the promo code is good until tomorrow, end of day. So you essentially have the next 36 hours to get your shop on. And it only applies to our new summer collection, including the new curve styles. So yeah, I hope you guys take advantage of it.
We'll put the promo code in chat right now, and we'll pin it up as well, so that if anybody missed the pop-up, we'll make sure you get it. We'll say it lots of times. And don't forget to chat us which color and which style you love the most, so that you're entered to win. I can't even keep up with all these questions. Okay, I'm just gonna start with the one that's upvoted the most. So the first question is, when the most upvoted question, there's two, there's a tie. The first one is, when are you releasing your fall line? I'm in a wedding in July and one in September, and I still need dresses for both. So we have a lot of multi-wedding bridesmaids here that want these dresses and whatever's coming. So talk about your release schedule and how that works.
Sure. So it's a little tricky right now because COVID has impacted some of our timelines. And so they're all kind of moving targets. So please do not quote me on any of these delivery dates. My production manager will not be happy with that. But basically, we do have some exciting new launches in the pipeline. This summer, we're releasing 4 new colors: black, marigold, terracotta, and slate blue. And I've been teasing them on Instagram. So you can go to our Instagram polls highlight to get a sneak peek of those colors. So those are coming out. Swatches will be available to purchase midsummer, I guess like in a month or two. The dresses should drop in August. And they're all from our existing collection and our new summer collection. From there, we are also developing a velvet collection, which is under development. So we don't have concrete launch dates yet, but we're really hoping to get the tail end of fall weddings and early winter weddings. The color palette that we're looking at is like rich jewel tones. So think emeralds, cabernets, in beautiful velvet. I'm actually obsessed with that collection. I've been trying on each of the dresses. Not only is it like stretchy velvet, so it's insanely comfortable, it just looks really rich for fall and winter weddings. And then from there, we have our January drop for 2021, which will include a couple capsule collections of new fabrics. I also tease this on Instagram. It's going to be a satin midi collection, which is really fun. And then a couple new styles for our core collection in chiffon and mesh. And then a brand new fabric that I'm really excited to announce that I haven't announced anywhere else is crepe. We are exploring crepe. It's going to be sort of a new direction for us, more of a modern minimalist silhouette, sexier, think slits, think sort of the city brides, but all of them are going to be really fun. I think it's really important for us, like when we're building the assortment, we're like, okay, we want something for everybody. We can't please everybody, but we want everyone to come to Birdy Grey and find something for themselves. Whether it's like a range of bridal vibes, we want everyone to kind of walk away with something. And so that's kind of our goal. That's what's in the pipeline. Don't quote me on those delivery dates though.
Someone was just asking, when are you releasing your fall line? So do you have a sort of estimated date for that?
So for the fall drop, so we have that August drop of new colors, and that's going to be August. For velvet, we're probably looking at some point in fall. I'm not exactly sure yet, depending on production. And then for our satin and crepe drop, it's going to be probably January 2021. Maybe we might pre-launch them in December, but it's too early to say.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so many questions. Do the dresses have padding in the chest? A lot of people want to know. They want to know what they got to wear underneath, which I understand. Undergarments are such a major part, whether you're the bride or the bridesmaid.
Yes. So all of our dresses come with soft bra cups, except for the new LIN dress. That one does not. But everything else does, both in our core collection and our curve collection, to give you that extra support. So you really don't have to wear a bra. Only wear a bra if you feel more comfortable with one.
Great. Another question, will there be long sleeves in any of the collections?
That's a really good question. A lot of people have been asking for sleeves lately. We are coming up with one style, or a couple styles. We're developing a couple styles with sleeves, but we don't have long sleeves in the works. Again, the customer feedback loop is everything to us. We really listen to you guys. So if you guys strongly feel like sleeves are lacking, then let us know and we might just develop it.
What about... Let's see. There's so many questions I'm like reading through. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys can't get through all the questions, because there's no way, we have a wonderful customer service team. So you can always reach out to customer care and throw your questions their way and they'll get back to you really quickly, by the way.
Yeah, we are, you guys, this is so fun. I mean, I'm loving all these questions. I'm trying to sift through. They're all getting so many upvotes. So what about, we're having questions. Let's talk about combinations and mix and match and coordination. I know you guys get questions about this all the time. We're getting so many questions about that. Which dresses, styles do you like to see together? Which colors do you like to see together? Where should someone start if they don't really have like wedding colors for any of those?
Yeah, that's a really good question and one that we get a lot. So there's two ways to mix and match. You can pick one color and then have all your girls pick the dress, the silhouette that they want, so that you have a variety of styles in one color palette. And that's probably the easiest way to do it. So let's say you're getting married in fall and you want like a darker, richer vibe. Then as a bride, you say, okay, emerald is my color. Girls, go to birdygrey.com and pick the silhouette that you love most. And it will look completely cohesive, even if you're mixing and matching between fabrics. So we have 3 fabric ways. It's chiffon, mesh, and tulle. No matter what the fabric way is, when you pick one color, it just looks incredibly cohesive. And it's great because the bridesmaids have the choice of picking the dress that's most flattering to them, and the photos still look really cohesive. The other way to mix and match is through a palette. So we always say start with a color family, whether it's a pink family or a cooler family. So for pinks, we have blush pink, rose quartz, and mauve are 3 colors that we often see together. And then assign which color each girl wears. So let's say you have 6 bridesmaids and you're like 2 wears pale blush, 2 wear rose quartz, 2 wear mauve, and then have the girls pick the dresses that they want within that palette. That's one way to do it. Or if you want a look that's very cohesive with multiple colors, you can pick a palette. Usually a trio works, like 3 is the magic number, and then pick one dress. So our Jane dress, for example, comes in every single color of chiffon that we offer. So if you say get dove gray, dusty blue, and sage, which is my personal favorite trio, in the Jane dress, it looks really, really cohesive. So there's a couple ways you can tackle that. From our collection, I would say our Grace convertible dress is probably the most versatile because it's a convertible, comes with 2 long streamers. You can wear it, I'm not kidding, like 10, 15, 20 different ways. My favorite way is sort of like a one shoulder look. You can do like off the shoulder sleeves, you can do strapless, you can do, if you have a larger chest, you can do a halter. It's incredibly supportive. And literally, I love that it takes the guesswork out of mix and match. As a bride, you say, buy this one dress in whatever colors I want, and then the girls can switch up the neckline. So we see a lot of that. I love seeing, if you want to do like a set of dresses, I love seeing similar design elements to tie a look together. So if you want to go more romantic and soft, you can opt for dresses that have ruffles, like our Jane dress or our Jules dress, and then have the girls mix and match between the ruffle looks. Or if you want something more modern and minimal, like we saw in the video, you can do a LIN and a DEVIN without the sleeves. And it just kind of looks visually more cohesive, but you still have the girls wearing different dresses.
Yeah, I was also going to say, in addition to the Grace dress being super versatile, the Christina and the Chicky are also basically very similar dresses, but just different fabric. So, depending on what fabric you like, you can also just choose those dresses and have the girls sort of wear them in different styles. And I almost feel like this whole mix and match thing, even if you do 3 different colors, like do that trio of your palette and you wear it across different styles, it doesn't look too disjointed, right? Like if you look through our user-generated content on our website and in our Instagram feed, you'll find tons of examples of real weddings of people who have like really gone for it and mixed and matched across lots of different colors and styles. And it really comes out beautifully because that's exactly the way that the collection is designed.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, I'll also say if you reach out to our customer care team, our stylist will create a mood board for you. So if you don't really know where to start and you want some inspiration, we have 2 types of mood boards. One is sort of like a color mood board, and then another is sort of a lineup mood board. If you say, this is the vibe I'm going for, these are the colors I want, I have X number of bridesmaids, they will create a lineup of Birdy Grey dresses so that you can sort of visualize your lineup, which I think is really helpful. And they do that for free. So you can email us at sup@birdygrey.com and someone can help you with a mood board.
I love that. This might be helpful for this question. Abigail is asking, what dresses do you recommend for a winter wedding?
So for winter wedding, the palettes that I love like Cabernet and Emerald. It just looks really rich. We have navy blue. I'm wearing our DEVIN dress in navy blue. It's just a really classic sort of winter look. I would go with more of the formal looking dresses. So DEVIN is a great one. If you wanted to add the sleeves that are detachable, it has sort of like a formal winter wedding look. I would say Christina is a great choice. Grace is a great choice. Mon, what are some other dresses? Maybe like a Jules?
I think that could work too. And I also have seen Dove Gray work well in winter too, because it's a really beautiful lush winter wonderland color, and that could be mixed and matched as well. So yeah,
Dove Gray, great for a winter white wedding. I'd say if I had to choose, I'd actually say Emerald or Dove Gray.
Yeah. And I mean, I think our fabrics basically work year round, unless you're like getting married at like the North Pole or something. like the chiffon still looks great, even if it's later in the season. It is worth noting that mesh is a little bit thicker and heavier. So if you're having like a more cold outside wedding, then it's a little bit warmer, I guess, if nothing else. It kind of gives you a little bit more coverage versus a more like light, airy, ruffly chiffon.
Yeah. I will say the 2 colors that are universal year round are sage and mauve. So you could pretty much wear sage any season. You can wear mauve any season. And I think that it's so versatile like that those colors kill it for us.
Yeah, those are kind of like the base choices. And then you can mix and match around those. And they always just come out so beautiful with your flowers and sort of your whole vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you told us last year that sage was the most popular wedding color of last year, at least. And it still is, right? Or has another color?
It still is. We cannot keep our sage dresses in stock. It's definitely a popular color. What's exciting is if you look at our curve collection right now, we have the most dresses available in sage. And so there's a lot of optionality for sage right now. I will say my personal favorite colors from the collection, though, are like the neutrals. I love the Dove Gray, which mixes beautifully with sage. And I also love our taupe, which is almost like our version of champagne. We're thinking about doing a champagne because a lot of people are asking for it, but taupe is a great option if you're looking for a simple neutral.
I also wanted I saw it in the chat, sorry, a lot of people are asking about the current out of stocks that we have on our site. We know that like a bunch of things are out of stock, but our product is literally like on the way in right now. So within a couple of weeks, we will be back in stock in just about everything. So hopefully your wedding isn't like in the next 2 weeks, but just check back or reach out to our customer care team about specific dresses, and we can give you an exact date on most of it. Not on like the new product development stuff that Grace mentioned, but on all of our core stuff, we know when it's all coming.
Yeah.
And you mentioned champagne, and someone's asking also about silver. What do you think about metallics or in the future? Or
yeah, so champagne, it's so funny. I was playing with our Pantone books. I love color. I love talking about colors. I love thinking about colors. I picked out a champagne that I'd like to do. It's kind of like a taupey eggshell champagne, less yellow, more neutral. So that's something that we are considering, but I can't guarantee it because we haven't really put it into development yet. Our new satin collection that we're working on right now for a January drop is going to tell a metallic story. So the colors that we're considering are champagne, gold, rose gold, copper, like a sunset peach copper. It's going to be really pretty. We do have a silver right now in our collection. It's not a metallic, but it's a dark gray that works if you're looking for a neutral. But we probably, I mean, Mon, correct me if I'm wrong, but we like the whole beaded, embellished metallic thing. We're probably not, it's not something that we're considering right now.
Not anytime in like the next year, no.
Yeah.
Another question that we're getting lots of votes on and lots of asking is about prints. So what is your print philosophy? Is it ever coming to Birdy Grey, or tell us your feelings on prints?
I love prints. I've been wanting to do prints since we launched day one. Prints are a little tricky, but it is something that we are developing. I'm not exactly sure what the timeline would be for release. Prints are tricky though, because you want it to incorporate multiple colors so that you can mix and match between a palette. And so that's kind of our challenge, but it's definitely something that we're thinking about. Right now, we're doing prints for robes and pajamas, and also separately for dresses. So we'll see. We'll see.
I think the earliest it would happen would be spring of next year, to be totally candid, because we've just been agonizing about nailing that perfect print. So I don't expect it to land in January, just to be honest.
You know what I'd love to hear from you guys is, if we do a print, should we do a floral or should we do an abstract print? And if we do a floral, should it be like a big bold floral, a small dizzy one, something in between? I'd love to hear that feedback, because that would really inform the direction that we go.
Yeah, that's what I mean by we're agonizing over the floral.
This reminds me of a question I have, which is something I've seen people do in the past. Actually, a friend of mine had a gorgeous wedding where the maid of honor was in a print and everyone else was in dresses that sort of matched the print. And so what do you think about that? Do you think people should be putting the maid of honor in like something very different than everyone else? How do you advise people about making the maid of honors look different, or do you not like that? What do you guys think?
I love that. I love making the maid of honor look a little special. A lot of times people will do that with a different color, or they'll do super simple silhouettes for all the girls in the bridal party, like our GWENNIE dress, for example. And then they'll have the maid of honor in like the Christina with a really dramatic neckline in like a pop of color to make her stand out. I think that's really cool. And it's a really great way to recognize your maid of honor, who's likely your best friend or your closest female friend. So I'm all for it.
Let's see.
Here's a question that I also am personally interested in as a 5'1" woman. Options in the future to select different lengths. All of my bridesmaids are petite and need to cut so much off of the bottoms. I'd love to be able to select short, regular, and tall lengths for less to have to alter.
Yeah, Mon, I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, in a perfect world, we would love to offer that ability, but it's actually really hard to nail that, because you have to, I mean, for bridesmaids dresses, because you're going to be photographed in them, right? And every woman is a slightly different height. It's really hard to try to get it to be the perfect length. It also depends on shoes, right? So depending on if you're wearing sandals, does everyone have to wear the same like heel, or if you're going to wear flats? So, I mean, our solution, honestly, I mean, to be totally honest, it's like you have to alter the dresses on the bottom to make them fit for now. I think even if we were to offer like a short, medium, and a long, you'd still probably have to get it altered anyways, just to make it perfect for whatever your shoe wear selection is. So as far as like the battles that we were trying to pick, we just decided to go with very long ones, so that you could alter it perfectly. I mean, that's another reason why I think we're so focused on keeping our price point at $99, because we fully recognize that our customers then have to go out and get the dress hemmed like all evening wear, right? So it tacks on an extra whatever, $20 or something when you take it to your tailor. But
one thing we forgot to mention up front that's pretty important is that, unlike a lot of other bridesmaids or bridal companies that are made to order that can offer like all different lengths and all different custom measures, our dresses are in stock and they're ready to ship. But chances are, like we always say, we like to keep our sizing pretty simple. So pick your t-shirt size, try it on. If it doesn't fit, then you have 2 weeks for return or exchange. We like to keep it pretty simple.
Well, right now with COVID, 45 days is we've extended the window.
Oh yeah, that's right. We've extended our return.
Yeah, but exactly. Like you can get the dress perfectly measured to your dimensions at the tailor or whatever, and then order the dress, but then you can't return it, right? Which is like not okay for most people that like shop online these days. So we just offer that flexibility, but then again, you are going to get it altered. And then you can't return it after you've altered it, by the way, or worn it. We don't like.
I will say though, a lot of people have told me, and for our dresses, for myself as well, like off the rack kind of fits. I have to wear really tall shoes with them, or I would have to get it altered. But I've worn our dresses 100 times in the wild at like black tie events or different weddings, and they require minimal alterations. Again, it really depends on your body type. Not everyone has the same shape, but in general, we really try to make the fit as versatile for all body types as we can.
So we're getting a few questions about sizing. So 2 things I want to say. Monica already mentioned Birdy Grey has amazing customer service. So we're not going to get to every question today, but anything you want to know about sizing, about shipping, about anything, make sure you reach out to them on their site. They're amazing. And we're also going to make sure that Monica and Grace get a list of all the questions you asked. And so they'll know what you guys are asking and be able to, answer all those questions for you. But a lot of people are asking about specific sizing on specific dresses. So when you say, I love how you said, like, pick your t-shirt size. Are there any dresses that like run big or small, or any that have like little tips and tricks that since we have you guys here, you can share?
Sure. I will say our convertibles, so Grace, Chicky, and Christina, which are strapless styles, run a full size small. And we are fixing that, and we are kind of doing like a fit 2.0 roll in, but fit 1.0 is like a whole size too small. And so I would say size up for any strapless style. And then most of our other styles, some of the dresses we've heard feedback run a little small. And so again, we're fixing our fit. We're calling it fit 2.0. We're kind of rolling it in as we're cutting more styles. And so, eventually the goal is to have them fit sort of perfectly or true to size. But right now the convertibles definitely run a little small. So I would say size up. Otherwise, I would say start with your t-shirt size and definitely look at the size charts, because the size charts tell a great story. Most people are like, oh, I ordered the wrong size, and then I measured myself on the size chart and they ordered accordingly. So yeah.
In addition to the size chart, we do have commentary for each of the different styles if you should be kind of sizing up or how it fits. So do take like the extra 10 seconds to open up the size chart and then read the commentary so that you could just save yourself the hassle of doing an exchange in case you accidentally order the wrong size.
That's a great tip. And that's like really helpful to know about like one dress that runs like big or small. What about, let's see. People are loving the curvy colors and the styles in curvy.
Yay.
So
yeah,
great.
all of the styles are part of our core collection in those colorways. So you can shop them from our core, or you can shop them from our curve collection. Our goal is that by the end of 2021, all of our dresses will be available in curve. It's sort of a work in progress and we're rolling them in, but we're excited about the early feedback that we have received on the curve collection. And yeah, we're obsessing over the fit of it so that it looks perfect on all different body types. So.
Someone's asking, will you ever include slits in dresses? I would love that.
Yeah, this is a great internal debate that we're having. Yes, our crepe collection will definitely have slits. Our velvet collection, we are developing it to have slits. As for our core chiffon styles, TBD. It's kind of hard to have all non-slits and then roll in a couple with slits because it's tricky to mix and match. But you guys, chat us, email us, DM us on Instagram and make a case for slits and we will give you slits. Yeah.
I love that. So here's 2 questions that kind of go together, which we've talked about a lot, but I think it's like helpful for everyone to like hear from you. So people are asking, again, do all the styles come in all the colors? And does curvy come in all of the new styles we saw today? So maybe walk everybody through one more time how colors and styles and curvy fit together.
Sure. So our summer styles, LIN, DEVIN, and DEVIN and KAIA come in both core and in curve. LIN does not, but DEVIN without the shoulder sleeves is a great way to mix and match with our LIN dress. And then from there, all the styles that you saw on screen from our core collection is available in curve. Almost every single color except for Jewels in Cabernet that we saw in the show, that's not available in curve yet, but Jewels is available in Sage and in Emerald. So if you go to birdygrey.com right now and you go to the curve collection, you'll see what's available. And then on our new arrivals landing page, you'll see everything that's new.
Okay, perfect.
Did that answer your question? Sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. We have a hard time keeping track of it ourselves. So the best resource is to just go on the website. And if you see a picture of it, it means that we have cut it in that color and that it's either in stock, ready to ship right now, will be at your house in 7 days, or it will soon be back in stock.
Yeah, I don't think it's confusing. I think people are so excited about these dresses. They want like really detailed answers from you guys, which I love. Like we have like some devotees here. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I was also going to say, if you love cutouts, the LIN dress that only is in the core sizing doesn't come in the curve, but the Elsie dress, which is the one we showed later in the show, that also has cutouts, does come in curve, and it looks absolutely fantastic in curve. So if you have like a diehard cutouts person, we have an option for either the core or plain.
Yeah, we do our fittings, and I would say of all of the dresses that we're making in curve, Devin looks phenomenal in curve, and Elsie looks phenomenal. It's cutouts, but it's like placed at all the perfect spots. It's so slimming. It has like thicker, almost bra-like straps, and so it really holds you in and you feel supportive. It's great.
Okay.
When I hold your hand, I know.
This person is asking what kind of colors work when you don't know your date. So she was supposed to get married in spring, but thinking we might elope in the winter if COVID gets in the way from our spring reception planning. What's a good color combo that could work with both winter and spring? And I think I know the answer because you were talking about these year-round colors earlier, but I'll let you answer.
Yeah, so as we were saying, Sage and Mauve are two colors, probably not together, but separately. Those are two colors that look great year round. Especially, we have one dress called the Christina dress, and it's made of tulle in a color called Sandy Mauve. And it is the universal color that you can wear. Winter weddings, it looks moody and dramatic. In summer, it looks really light and fresh and airy. So I would say you really can't go wrong with that. I would at least look at Christina and Sandy Mauve. Sage is also a great choice. And again, Dove Grey.
Dove Grey.
Yeah, Dove Grey. I'm all about the Dove Grey.
Okay, guys. So first of all, if you have any more burning questions, ask them now because we have time for like 1 or 2 more questions. If you have not yet, make sure to chat your favorite color and style in chat because we are going to do like 1 more of these and then announce the winner of the giveaway before we leave this event. And if you haven't clicked through on the promo, make sure you do that as well. And we've pinned it in chat so that you can see it. And remember, that's Birdy Loves Summer. And that's 10% off, and it's only for 24 hours. So we're being very QVC right now. Get that promo right.
Yeah, get it. 10% off. We actually never discount with a percentage off ever. We've only done it one other time when we had a virtual bachelorette party. And so this is kind of a big deal for us. Like we'll put things
especially for a new launch.
Not put things like at a percentage discount ever, not even over Cyber Weekend. So,
Wow.
So take advantage.
This is the time to do it. Like you have to act now.
Okay, so many questions.
I know.
Well, let's talk a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the products that you're launching for Bachelorette. So tell us about a few more of the products. And then, I think Bachelorette parties right now are something that people are struggling with because if the health crisis impacted your wedding, you're definitely going to, celebrate your wedding somehow, some way. And I think people don't know what to do about their bachelorette party, like whether to reschedule it. So, what are you guys are the Bachelorette bridal bridesmaids experts? Like, what are your thoughts and feelings on COVID-19 bachelorette parties, and share with us some of the products that you guys are launching?
Yeah, there's a couple different thoughts that I have. One, having your bachelorette party after your wedding is totally okay, if not even a better option, given everything that's going on with COVID and people not feeling super comfortable to travel and really brides prioritizing their wedding. I think it's awesome to have bachelorette parties after the wedding. You can travel with your friends. It's a little more relaxed, and no one says that it has to be before the wedding. So timing is one. Another one is the art of the bachelorette party, like we did, or the art of the virtual bachelorette party. So we did one where we had a wedding DJ who was really awesome. We turned it into a total dance party. We ended up raising money for charity, a organization called Safe Horizon, to raise money for victims of domestic abuse, which was a really cool experience for us. But I mean, I think it kind of proved that you can have a virtual bachelorette party and still have a kick-ass time. Like I've heard so many people say, I had a virtual bachelorette and I was actually hungover, and people like have really creative ways of doing it, whether it's downloading like games on Etsy that are printables, right? Or like creating special Zoom backdrops for the party, or just giving a nod to where their original bachelorette party was supposed to be. So one of our influencers that had to cancel her bachelorette party that was scheduled for Tulum had sort of like a beach vacation bachelorette party vibe going, and she said that it lasted 10 hours. And so you can very much, yeah, she was like, people were popping in and out, but core group, like her closest 4 friends were in it all night long, and they're playing drinking games or like playing music. I think it's also great right now because people are cooped up at home and they want interaction, right? So everyone's kind of ready to socialize and interact, which is great. Another interesting point is as we start to see the country open up, like people are really excited to sort of reschedule the bridal shower and the bachelorette. So we're seeing a lot of that happening. So yeah, our fun stuff, as we like to call it, like these guys or, you know, these guys, they're fun for either a virtual bachelorette party or in real life. The great thing about this collection, though, is that, again, going back to price point, where I was like, I don't want to sell something that's outrageously expensive. That's almost the cost of a bridesmaid's dress. That doesn't make sense for us. And so all of our fun stuff is super affordable. You can buy them in sort of bulk for everyone in the bridal party, which is really fun.
I think this is like the moment where we all need that fun stuff. And yeah. I agree with you more. I think that when people are asking that question, like, what do I do about my bachelorette? You know, I think that you should still have it. What, you know, people were calling them, she said yes parties, you know, like I think it's really fun. Why not always have an excuse to celebrate with your friends? So Grace, we have chosen the winner and messaged it to you. Are you ready? Can you see it? If not,
do I see it? Hold on. I do not see it.
I will announce it for you.
Yeah, announce it, Rachel.
Can we get a virtual drum roll? Please?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Of bridesmaid dresses from Birdy Grey for her entire bridal party is Miranda Holmes.
Congrats, Miranda.
Miranda, we can't wait to see what you choose. We have your email, so we will.
Our only ask, Miranda, is that you tag us in photos on Instagram, because I'm not kidding. I see every single real wedding photo that people tag us in. And we re-socialize them on our Instagram feed. So please do tag us at Birdy Grey. That's probably my favorite part of the job, is seeing those real wedding photos, because it really shows that, like, that's when it becomes real for us. It's like we were a part of your big day, and it's so special. It's sometimes like, yeah, that's probably the best part.
Yeah. Thanks so much for choosing us, Miranda. We're so excited to give you free dresses.
That reminds me that I have posted in chat a link to the Birdy Grey channel on LoveStoriesTV.com, where you can watch real wedding videos where the bridesmaids are wearing Birdy Grey. So as much as we love photos, which we all do, just like Grace mentioned at the beginning of this event, she does a boomerang test. You want to see dresses move. And so watching these real wedding videos is an amazing way to see how the dresses move, what the styles look like, and also get ideas from other Birdy Grey brides. So definitely check those out. And if you wear Birdy Grey in your wedding, just like Grace said, tag Birdy Grey on Instagram and upload your real wedding video to LoveStoriesTV.com so you can inspire other brides to check out Birdy Grey for their wedding. So, guys, we did not get to all the questions, which is such a good problem to have. We make sure Grace and Monica get these so they can answer on Instagram or an email or all different kinds of things. Like we said, they have amazing customer service. So if you have any questions about the promo code or any questions about sizing or shipping, head over to birdygray.com. They will take care of you. Grace and Monica, what do you want to say to everyone before we sign off?
I just want to say to all of you brides out there whose wedding has been impacted by coronavirus, like, hang in there. My heart goes out to you. We've seen an entire community of brides come together on like a platform like Instagram, and it is so heartbreaking, but hang in there, because once your wedding happens, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be better than the original plan. So
yeah, and I would also just say thank you for also staying engaged with us, even if you might not be in like gung-ho planning mood or you're dealing with lots of other vendors and situations. We just like love that you still follow us, you engage with us, you tuned in to see like what we live and die for. So thank you so much for supporting us.
Yeah, and thank you, Rachel, for having us. This was really fun.
Oh,
thanks, Rachel. Thanks, Julia. You guys are the best.
We had a blast. Congratulations. We love the new collection. I hope someone asked me to be a bridesmaid so I can wear one. Not pregnant. Being a fake pregnant bridesmaid was fun, but I'm ready to look a little more.
I agree. Or we can just start wearing them on our Zoom calls every day.
100%.
I mean, I'm rocking one right now.
We love it. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining. And if you have any questions, you know where to find us. And we hope you had a great time. And congratulations to all the brides. We'll see you later.
Use the 10% off. Good for 24 hours only.
24 hours. We'll email everyone who signed up and joined a link with the discount code as well. So
perfect.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.